Jagannath Swami Nayana Path Game Bhavatu Me.
Today we are going to discuss a very beautiful pastime of a devout devotee of Lord Jagannath. This pastime tells us about the importance of having unflinching faith in Krishna's promises. Many times we also study the Bhagavad Gita. Some people do it on a daily basis as a ritual. But we can reflect and think, how much do we have faith in the words of Sri Krishna? For example, in the 18th chapter, Krishna is instructing Arjuna, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshishyami ma shuchaha. Krishna is telling Arjuna that there are different kinds of dharma, but when such dharma becomes an obstruction to the ultimate dharma of surrendering to Krishna, that time the other dharma should be kept aside. Give it up. You don't need that dharma if it becomes an obstruction to you surrendering to Krishna. But what about the sinful reactions we incur by deriding that dharma? Krishna says, don't worry Arjuna, I will protect you. Ma suchaha means I will protect you, do not fear. Mokshishyami ma suchaha, I'll liberate you from all sinful reactions. So, what is of utmost importance is having faith in the words of Krishna. When we have faith, Krishna reciprocates. If we have faith in Krishna that Krishna will protect me, then Krishna will protect. If we have faith that Krishna exists, then Krishna exists for you. If we have faith that this deity is Sakshat Krishna, then Krishna will manifest himself in front of you. But if we doubt, if we think, how can this stone be Krishna? Then Krishna will appear to you as nothing more than a stone. Therefore, it is very important that we have faith in the words of Krishna. So many centuries ago, there lived a very staunch devotee of Krishna. His name was Arjun Mishra. This Arjun Mishra would study the Bhagavad Gita day in and day out. And he had so much faith in the words of Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, locally, he was popularly called as Gita Panda. This Arjun Mishra was coming from a very poor background. His family was living in poverty. He used to earn his livelihood by going and begging outside. He had full faith that whatever comes in my life is Krishna's mercy. Sometimes Krishna sends me opulence, all kinds of food to eat, all ingredients to cook, and nice dresses, lot of donations. And at other times, Krishna shows his mercy by not sending anything. So it so happened that one particular week in Jagannath Puri, it was raining heavily throughout the week. Arjun Mishra could find no time in the day when he could go out for begging. So he thought this is Krishna's mercy, because of which I can stay back inside and study more of Bhagavad Gita. He had no problems. Nothing in this material world could disturb Arjun Mishra. But his wife definitely had a problem. She became very angry towards Arjun Mishra that he is not going out and begging and getting some food. One day she went to Arjun Mishra and implored him, please go out and get some food. We have 3 children. How do you think we all will survive? Immediately Arjun Mishra, who had a copy of the Bhagavad Gita with him, showed her 9:22. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. Arjun Mishra told his wife, you don't have to worry. If you have unflinching devotion to Krishna and simply remember him all the time, for such devotees, Krishna promises that I will personally carry what they lack and preserve what they have. When his wife saw this verse, she became even more angrier. But Arjun Mishra did not mind it at all. So days passed by and they were getting no food. But Arjun Mishra had full faith that Krishna will protect. Krishna will somehow or the other inconceivably protect him and his family. And she would complain and Arjun Mishra would instruct her, just depend on Krishna. Krishna protects those who depend on him. She took the Gita copy of Arjun Mishra, went to the verse that he was referring to and scratched it 3 times to say that this doesn't work. And she went to bed with her kids. Soon Arjun Mishra also went to bed. So that night someone knocked on the door. Arjun Mishra's wife heard the knock. She got up and opened the door to find 2 beautiful young boys at her doorstep. It is said one was dark in color while the other was color of milk. These 2 beautiful boys had brought so many ingredients for preparing food. The wife was surprised. She asked them, "Who are you and why have you brought us all these ingredients?" The 2 boys told the wife that it is Arjun Mishra's friend who has sent us with all these ingredients. Please take it and have meals to your heart's content. As the boys spoke, their voice touched the heart of the wife and filled her heart with great joy. She told them, "Please stay with us. Let me prepare something and please have dinner with us." The dark boy told her that I am more than happy to have dinner with you. But you see, he showed the tongue. There were 3 cuts on the tongue of the boy. And he said, because of this, we both cannot eat. And with her permission, they took their leave. The wife immediately rushed inside to tell her husband of the good fortune that they had just received. Gita Panda asked her, "Did you invite the boys to eat with us?" She said yes. But it so happened that they had 3 cuts on their tongue because of which they couldn't eat. And Gita Panda asked her, how did they look? Hearing the descriptions of these 2 boys, Gita Panda could immediately make out that they are none other than Jagannath and Baldev. Now it clicked him, and because the Gita verses have come out from the lotus mouth of Sri Krishna, the scratching of the verse reflected as cuts on the tongue of the dark boy of Jagannath. So next day, Arjun Mishra and his wife rushed to the temple of Jagannath and they begged their forgiveness and at the same time thanked the Supreme Lord for providing all the ingredients. At that time, when they saw Lord Jagannath, Jagannath also happened to have 3 spots on his lips. In this way, we understand the Supreme Lord is ever present and ever ready to serve his devotees. And the devotees are ever ready to serve the Supreme Lord. When we depend on Krishna, Krishna is ever ready to reciprocate with our dependence. When we choose not to depend on Krishna, in other words, we choose to depend on our own capacity. At that time, Krishna takes a back seat. He keeps quiet and allows you to act. When we choose to depend on Krishna, Krishna reciprocates with the desires of his devotees. And whatever Krishna does when we depend on him, whether it's according to how we want it, or it might be completely opposite to how we want it. But if you have depended on Krishna, that itself is success. Because we might not understand what is good or what is bad for him. But Krishna, as a Supreme Father, the most compassionate Lord, understands what is good for his devotee and only grants that.